What is going on, guys? It's Jake, and today I kind of want to talk about what Hasbro could possibly do for the next season of Beyblade Burst, which is Super Z or Chozetsu in Japan, and it doesn't have a name yet for Hasbro, but really, like, what can they do? What should they do? And what are they probably going to do? So let's get right into it. So first, we're going to go into what should they do. Now, what should they do has been obvious since Burst started, since Metal Fusion started. Basically, whenever Hasbro makes their own versions, what they should do is just stay exclusive. They're stay how Takara makes them. Like, nothing should change. I'm actually okay with the fact that they have slopes instead of teeth. I think that's fine, especially because teeth had a lot of issues right at the beginning. Teeth wore down really quickly, so I'm kind of glad they moved on to slopes. Is it as competitive? No, but I think it's better from a pure durability standpoint, so I kind of like what they did there. But in terms of colors, packaging, even packaging should be almost as... I don't like the whole blister pack thing that Hasbro does, and they've always done it since Metal Fusion started, and I really do think they should go back to doing boxes. I think that'd be cooler. Maybe it's worse, maybe it costs more, or it's worse because you can't actually see, maybe you can't actually see what the Beyblade looks like, or maybe people think it's going to be bigger and it turns out being small. I don't know, but I really wish they did boxes instead, because guys, boxes look dope. Like, especially when they fill up the aisle, they take up way more space. It seems like there's more stuff there. I don't know. I like boxes a lot. Their art design is always pretty cool as well. So that is what they should do. What they should do has been obvious. They should just keep it the same as Takara. Maybe change up durability problems. For example, Valkyrie V2, that had issues in durability because its wings would often like snap off because they weren't reinforced. They later reinforced it, of course, and then Hasbro kind of did their own thing with the plastics to try to see. They had their own plastics, which kind of made it softer, but it wasn't as brittle. So it would dent easier, but it wouldn't break as easy. So that's stuff that they should do. They should make durability better. They should just, all issues with durability should be fixed because they have the time to be able to fix it, but colors and everything should remain the same. But before we talk about what Hasbro is probably going to do, let's move on to our sponsor for this video, which is actually EWIN Racing. Now, EWIN Racing makes really high quality office chairs that are more of a gaming aesthetic or kind of racing aesthetic. As you can see, there's the chair. I posted pictures of it on my Instagram, and I made a, I can't even speak. I made a community post about it, but I haven't done a full review yet because I didn't want to make a review the day after having it. I wanted to make a review a week afterwards, or I think it's been like a week and a half at this point. So that way I know that it's really quality, or if it's quality at all, because I'm going to get a good review on it, no bias at all. I'm going to give you fully what I think. Now, EWIN has a bunch of different chairs ranging from kind of a lower end, which is more, they're more economic options, to a high end, which is extremely good quality at the very top, but still pretty great quality at the bottom tier as well. And they even have an XL series, so if you're larger or taller, it can support more weight, and the back is taller. I think the XL series goes up to like right here. Like, it's quite a bit taller. Now, this chair is honestly just really cool. There's a lot of different things you can do with it. It looks cool, of course. I chose the one that was all black, and I believe this is the one from the Champion series. It's a really top seller. I think they just restocked recently, but there's just a lot of things you can do with this chair, a lot of options. For example, the armrests actually have a bunch of different ways of movement. You can push the button on the side and move it up and down depending on how long your arms are or where you're sitting. You can also press a button on the side to make it go in and out if you need it to be in and out or anything. And you could also, if you kind of crank them, you can pull them to face a certain direction, and they actually go pretty far. Also, this comes with a optional neck rest pillow, and lumbar support. I don't use the lumbar because I always sit in like really weird angles, but they're not, you don't need to have them if you don't want either of them. They both just use little clips that you can take off and you can move them, and they're separate clips, so you can have your pillow on if you want lumbar off, if that's how you like it. The shirt also has a lever on the right side which you can pull upwards, and you can lean back up to, I believe, 155 degrees, so I can do this. And also it has at the bottom, if you're a certain height, you can just pull a lever, and you can also change the height of it as well. It can actually go pretty tall up. Like, this is how high you can go up, and my feet barely touch the ground. Like, my heels cannot touch the ground right now. So let's go back down. But guys, I really do love this chair a lot. It is really comfortable. Big thanks to EWIN Racing for sending this out to me. Really like your product a lot. Use code NOOKNATION for 10% off if you decide to get a chair. It's definitely worth it, and they have sales going all the time as well, so like major holiday sales. I'm pretty sure they have a summer sale coming up too. So now let's get on to the rest of the video of what Hasbro is probably going to do to Super Z. What is distinctly Hasbro besides changing drivers, removing pieces, just changing it up completely? Like, they've shown that they could be pretty great, as you can see what they've done with Switch Strike, and you can see which ways they've been kind of bad, which is what they did with the original series of Bursts, because those bays looked awful. So what are we going to see? Obviously, we're not going to get translucent drivers, we're not going to get translucent pieces. It's all going to be kind of a foggy, cloudy, but strong, soft plastic. So there could be a lot of opportunities where they're going to want to cut costs. So where are they going to cut costs at is kind of the big thing, you know. It's kind of a worry. It's kind of a worry what they could do with it. One thing that I know for a fact that's not going to be a thing is level chips. I honestly don't know why Takara Tomy even made that a thing for Super Z right now. I don't think it has any points. I mean, it does have a point, but I think they should have just made it to where the pieces just fit better anyways, or just kind of left level chips out of the equation completely. I don't know why they released them, because they're super hard to get anyways, but they just seem kind of pointless to me. So Hasbro is definitely not going to do that, or they're going to have the level chip just embedded into the layer already and just kind of remove the whole possibility of level chips. But that's definitely not going to be there. Also, the designs for Super Z can be pretty intricate sometimes, so obviously we're going to see colors change. The bays are just going to become more bland, in my opinion. Drivers aren't going to be translucent. So overall, the bays are going to be subjectively uglier, but it's going to be at the cost of, you know, saving money and making sure parts don't, you know, break. So really, just for a recap, what they should do is just keep the bays the same. Like, don't change anything except making things more durable. Like Z Achilles, maybe make it a little bit more durable because it's been breaking for some people. But just keep it the same. Bring back boxes. That'd be nice. But what they're going to do is they're going to cut costs by making the plastic different, making everything a little bit uglier. They're gonna remove level chips completely. Obviously, that's gonna disappear. But other than that, I do have faith that they're going to keep it pretty good, because Switch Strike has been pretty great lately. They've been basically like a lot of bays that are overpowered, they've been kind of reducing them. Bays that are underpowered, they've been bringing them up a little bit. So they are paying attention. They are paying attention to that a lot, which I really do like. But I think they're going to do a good job. If Switch Strike is any indication, what they need to do though is make it to where products release differently, because we went like, I think it was like 1 month where we had 2 waves release, and now we're 3 months without anything. So they need to kind of spread that out a little bit better, stock up stuff better on shelves, but I think they'll do a pretty good job. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Have fun and pay away.